difference. Shungo 10 years younger than Wallid at 27 years old. Wallid being 37. The weight, I believe Shungo has got a couple pounds, right around 200 pounds. And Wallid is right around 182. Look at that stare down.
Oh, here we go again. And we're just talking about it with Wanderlei Silva, and he's right up there with Wallid. Actually, it's the other way around, I guess.
You think Wallid is going to shoot?
Oh, I don't know.
For the last 2 years, Wallid has concentrated a lot on his stand-up fighting because that was his perceived weakness. So we're going to see if that's if he showed improvement tonight. Both men patient, a smart thing to do, but they can't be patient for too long, otherwise the crowd will get restless.
Yep, but it's the name of the game.
There's the shoot.
Yep. Now he knows his game plan. He's going for the guillotine right away. But Wallid's got the arm inside, and again, like we saw with Valentine over him, that's not going to work. Wallid should pull his arm out and push the arms open with his elbow. That would be the best defense. Oh, he's escaping already. There we go.
Well, pull the hand out. Wallid on top in Shungo Oyama's guard. Wallid keeping his head down low in the belly so he can't get submitted with an arm bar. Let's see what Wallid has up his sleeve here.
We kind of expected this situation.
Okay, that right hand kind of stung Oyama. Oyama put his left hand up to block any further right hand. Wallid has made a really, really strong reputation for himself by being the man who choked Royce Gracie unconscious, and that was in December of 1998. That was the first time anyone had ever defeated Royce in that manner, and that was in a sport jiu-jitsu match in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, what a match that was. Everybody thought it was going to be, because there was no time limit, it's going to be a very long match, but it actually was like a 5-minute match.
Wallid really landing some good punches here in Shungo's guard.
Shungo trying to hold the arm of Wallid.
But Shungo feels that if they're standing up, he can KO Wallid, and he's sure of that.
We don't know. He fought against Akira Shoji, and Akira gave him some hard punishment, but he didn't go down.
But he did get stopped in that fight with punches.
Yeah, but it was more of a stamina problem, I think, because he was so tired he couldn't defend anymore.
That's a good point. I would have to say that this fight on the ground favors Wallid. Wallid, really known as a hard-style jiu-jitsu player, and it looks like Shungo is going to flip him.
Yeah, he should try to flip him out to the left for him, for Shungo for the left. I think that would be a very wise thing to do. Explode.
Wallid working to get side mount.
It's a dangerous way to do it this way.
He can get flipped easily right here.
Yeah. Well, now it's going to be more difficult. And he is. Now this, I love this position.
Oh yeah, of course, because you can do a neck crank, headlock choke. You can throw knees.
Arm bars,
Wallid should throw that right knee because he's wide open. Throw the right knee. But Shungo has got his hand there to protect. Shungo fighting a strategic fight here.
Oh, there we go with the knee. Very good call, Stephen.
Wallid really starting to take control on the... Don't want to turn your back on Wallid.
Let's go for half guard and from there probably go for the full guard, but it's not working. Yeah, Wallid has a lot of ground experience, like you said, and it's difficult to find a guy like that.
Well, evidently, according to Wallid, he choked out Ryan Gracie in a street fight. In a minute 30 seconds. I don't know if somebody's over a stopwatch in the street fight. How do they time this stuff? And Shungo working to get up. Shungo getting up, underhooking there with that right arm. Wallid going to try and do a lateral drop here, try and get him down. He doesn't want to.
Now he's got the guillotine sunk in, I think. Is the arm in between? I don't know. I can't see from here.
Straight to the other angle, but
No, it's not. I can see it.
But he doesn't have good position.
No. But he's got the sprawl. No.
Wallid really drives in hard for the takedown. Shungo leaning on the ropes. You cannot hold the ropes in the Pride Fighting Championships. Wallid has him down again.
Oyama looking tired, actually. When I look at him, it takes a lot of power. Those takedowns that try to prevent a takedown, it takes all the power out of you. 5 minutes.
Wallid really, 5 minutes left. Wallid really fighting a methodical jiu-jitsu style fight here.
He's looking good, actually. He's doing real good, better than he did last time.
Well, we mentioned at the head of the show about how there's a lot of pressure. I think there's a lot of pressure on Shungo Oyama because he doesn't want to lose 2 straight to 2 Brazilians. He's in front of his hometown crowd. He's really developing a following here. He's got to really pull something off here. He doesn't want to stay on the ground with Wallid. He's got to get back up and start trading punches with him, I believe.
Yeah, but is he going to succeed in that? Well, Wallid is doing a real good job. He knows he has to keep it on the ground. And you saw he did everything in his power to keep him down. He didn't let him go. I think more body shots would be very wise too.
Oh, good right hand by Wallid Ismail.
That was another good one.
I would have to say those 2 years of stand-up training or training with strikes has paid off because his punching is much improved, especially in the guard.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a dangerous thing. That's a sideshow if you punch too far. You lean into it. But I don't think that Wallid's going to get caught in a thing like that.
Shungo doesn't seem to have a real strong guard, boss. He's just holding tight. He doesn't seem to have a lot of options. There are a lot of things he could do here.
Yeah, maybe Wallid should try to break the guard and pass it. Only going to reset the situation, to resettle the ring. Wallid looks good. He's not breathing heavy. So he was right when he told us that he was in the best shape of his life.
Wallid did arrive 8 days before the fight so he could shake off any jet lag, so that wouldn't be a factor because he said that was a factor when he fought Shoji almost 3 years ago. Wallid fighting a real good fight here. Conserving his energy, picking his shots. He hasn't really missed too many shots.
Yeah, but Oyama is blocking real high every time he hits him. So I think Wallid should go for body shots. From there, work the body, and then go to the head. You see he's wide open here on the left side of his body. Every time that Wallid punches, he brings his hands too high up.
And Shungo doing nothing, he's not trying to bring his knees up high, go for an armbar, go for anything. He's not trying for a sweep. Those are missing. That one hit the canvas. Don't want to do that too many times.
Thank God for the glove.
That landed.
And another one. Wallid's doing a good job right now. But like I said before, Oyama looks tired. It's like it took a lot out of him when he went for the takedown, or when he was protecting himself for the takedown.
It's really interesting because Wallid's arch enemy, Ryan Gracie, who fights Tokumitsu Ishizawa in our main event tonight, they're sort of on a collision course, boss. If Wallid wins here and Ryan beats Ishizawa, that would set up a jiu-jitsu super fight, I believe.
Oh,
and there's bad blood between those two guys. Wallid absolutely disdains Ryan Gracie. He said about Ryan Gracie that he's unbelievable. He's scared of him. He's nothing. Can't quote some of these things. He's never fought. He's nothing. He's fake. Then Wallid said he beat 4 Gracies, and he really wants a shot at Ryan. Ryan had also some really diminutive things to say about Wallid in return. But Wallid seems to be in control here. Shungo doesn't seem to have a good technical facility here in the guard. He doesn't have any kind of offense, defense, nothing, just holding on.
Yeah. And I think he's just waiting and riding this round out and hoping that the start of the next round he can throw in some punches, because we got 1 minute left, a little bit less. And that's the only thing he can hope for. Right now, he doesn't do anything.
Yes, because he doesn't have the technical facility right now to deal with Wallid. And with Wallid, he's going to open him up with punches and let him make a mistake and then go for a submission.
Go for the body shots, that's what I say. Wallid would throw more body shots.
Because it would tire Oyama out.
Oh, yes. He can't breathe, relax. Very important thing to do in a fight.
Well, in winning a 10-minute first round, of course, in Pride Fighting Championships, we have 3 rounds. First round is 10 minutes. Oh, Oyama almost going for an armbar there. That was fast.
Yeah, because he's not that tired.
He's not dead yet. Okay, end of round 1. As I was saying, we have 3 rounds in the Pride Fighting Championships. The first round is for 10 minutes, and the subsequent second and third, if it goes that far, are 5 minutes each. Total time in the fight would be 20 minutes if it went the distance. That round was primarily dominated by Wallid Ismail. So it seems that Jiu-Jitsu beat Judo at least in round 1.
Yep, but can take Wallid the fight to the ground in round number 2. Because I guess that Oyama is going to do anything in his power to stop that takedown. Because he doesn't want to be in the same position again.
Okay, now that was a good right hand. That was a good right hand, but then he pulls guard and goes for the half guillotine, but he's not going to get Wallid Ismail on a half guillotine.
Especially with the arm in between. It's not going to work.
I wonder if Wallid punched himself out a little bit in that first round, because he threw a lot of punches, but he kind of conserved his energy. He didn't go wild.
No, he didn't. And when he stood up, when the referee braked him at the end of the round, he looked in a good shape still. He wasn't breathing heavy. He walked back, relaxed.
Okay, here's Wallid.
Nice right hand.
Trying to reach over the top, and Shungo defending fairly well with arm shields. And it's going to be interesting to see if Shungo can keep it standing and uncork that devastating right hand.
Wow, he looks fresh again.
He does. He doesn't look beat up.
No.
Maybe more of those punches didn't land than we thought.
And the second wind may be coming. You see now, this is going to be interesting.
I think so. Wallid has got to be careful.
This is where the 10 years age difference comes also and becomes a major factor.
Wallid looks fresh as well.
He has to go for the takedown. Oh, and this feeling, I've been in this situation, is the worst. You've been pulling and pulling on the ground all the time, and then you have to strike. It's very hard to do.
There's a shoot by Wallid Ismail, and Shungo pounding away, but Wallid got that leg going for the single.
Shoot cross face. Whoa, he climbs on the back. Oh, no.
Oh, he slipped off. He got a little sloppy there.
Oh, he should have stood up.
Because now he's going to, Wallid will do everything in his power to hold him down.
Doing the same thing as he did in round 1. And then he's going to win the fight.
One thing I got to hand Wallid, he's not inactive in the guy's guard.
Nope.
He's staying busy, but as you said, it would be a good idea if he went to the body. Especially if he brings his arm up, going to that high rib cage.
Oh, God, it hurts.
Right up the lung area.
Yeah, it's kind of the same game now that we saw in round 1. But he surprised us with that quick flash going for an armbar. You never know what's going to happen. If Wallid gets a little sloppy, he might secure an armbar. You never know. And then again, of course, the sweating. It's going to be difficult, especially with somebody with technique as Wallid. That was one good shot coming through.
Wallid has not fared well against Japanese fighters in the past. Most notably, he lost to a gentleman that you're familiar with by the name of Takahashi, a very famous pancrase fighter, when Wallid was decisioned by him in his first performance in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and that was way back in 1997. But Wallid, he looks really focused, and it's been a long time coming for him to get back into mixed martial arts because he's been almost going to fight Ryan Gracie. He was going to fight him last year in January. It fell through. He was going to fight in Pride, but he's back here. And he's one of the people who stayed loyal to Carlson Gracie. I know that there was a big split up of the Carlson Gracie team earlier, where a lot of people left his team. Some of the great fighters that were on the team were Mario Sperry, Vito Belfort, Carlos Barreto, Rolo Bustamante. But he's not going to get the triangle. Oh, Wallid is going to stack up into side mount, but Shungo has got to get guard here.
Oh, elbow. He landed an elbow while he dropped down. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was, looks like an unintentional elbow.
But still, it was effective. And you see him using his tongue over his teeth. So I think the elbow really landed on his teeth.
Shungo basically being out-grappled at the moment for the first round and a half. Okay, 3 minutes left in the round.
Push a cross face here, push himself out, create some distance so you have more power in your punches.
There we are. Do you think it's possible for Wallid to submit Shungo?
I don't know. If he takes him with punches like this, you know, I mean, a few shots here from ringside, you can hear it. Uh-oh. He's got his arm right there. He should right elbow and right knee. That would be great. Oh, now we go for side choke. What I said before.
He doesn't have the arm all the way in, but he's got it pretty tight though.
Yeah, he's locking it with his jaw, which I always tell my students. Very good.
Oh, now he's got his arm.
Oh, yeah.
It could be over.
Yep, it could be over.
It looks like Shungo is almost out. He's got to do something quick, boss.
Oh, he has to explode and pull it out. And Wallid just tried to get himself out of the half guard and go to the side and lay down. He should also grab with his right hand his own bicep so he can generate more power.
It doesn't look like Wallid is going to waste a lot of energy here in the situation that he couldn't get the side choke.
He's trying to get out. You see? He's trying to get out and jump to the side. If he gets out and he jumps to the side, it's going to be over. That's what I really think.
And those wrestling shoes are hindering him because if he was barefoot right now,
he's got it.
There he's got
it. It's going to be over now. I cannot believe if he's going to come out, it would be a big surprise to me. He's out. He's out.
Wallid Ismail has choked out Shungo Oyama in round 2. Choked him out, boss.
Beautiful side choke. He caught it with his jaw so he couldn't pull it out. Perfect. Very nice. What a good victory for him. Oh, and he needed this.
Impressive victory. Impressive victory for Wallid Ismail. He is back, folks. Shungo's fine. He's a little lightheaded. Wallid